Hello, welcome back to my channel. My worst nightmare occurred where I filmed this entire video looking quite done up and gorge, if I do say so myself, and my mic stopped working right at the beginning and there's nothing I can do with that footage anymore, unfortunately. So I literally did the impossible and fully glammed today. I'm not going anywhere today. I literally glammed for this video. But anyways, I'm going to be doing my winter fashion essentials and favorites video. These are just items that I've been wearing all season long for the cold weather. My little, I guess, tips and tricks for looking instantly kind of put together and cute in the winter. Granted, I do live in Southern California. I'm SoCal born and raised. Never had to deal with a real winter, so take this with a grain of salt if you live in a really cold area. But this could also be applicable if you know, for the spring when it's a little bit less cold, but still not cold enough to wear like shorts and a t-shirt. Yeah, these are just my favorite pieces that I've been wearing for cold weather when I want to be a little bit more covered up. One of my go-to sort of cold weather outfits to look instantly kind of put together and is to just have one really good fitting denim jacket. This is my favorite one. I wear it a lot and every time I wear it, I always get a lot of compliments on it. It's Venezia jeans though, which is a really popular brand that you can get secondhand. But I love this buckle detail. I used to have two buckles. One of them broke in the wash, which that was stupid of me, but I still have the buckle. So if anyone knows how I could potentially maybe glue that buckle back together, I have all the pieces, I think. But such a cool find. It fits perfectly at my hips and I can button it all the way up. And that's truly the key, is to just wear your jackets as shirts and button them all the way to the top. I really don't like the way denim jackets look open. Every time I put on a denim jacket, I always want to just button it to the collar, wearing it with some layers underneath. If you live in a cold climate, maybe some actual heat tech, wear it with some baggy pants. Just ensure that all of your jackets fit well or fit oversized. I hate a tight jacket. I hate anything that restricts my movement. So this is a really, really comfortable one, which I appreciate. This is another one from Bizu Bizu. It's kind of a similar shade of that denim wash. This is a longer trench style. Obviously also got this vintage. And this one's really nice because it's, first of all, a little bit dressier. So I did wear this out to a bar because honestly, the plight of having to find cute clothes to wear out on a night out, but it's also cold, especially to a bar that has an outdoor patio where you have to be outside. I wore this with, again, a little layering shirt underneath and some jeans. Honestly, in the winter, what you have to do is just let your jackets and coats do the talking, because you're rarely going to take off the jacket when it is really cold. And with all these hook and eye closures, again, just do up all of the buttons or all the closures. It goes around to my knees, but this immediately just makes you look so put together, and you're really just letting the jacket talk for you. It feels dressy, but it doesn't feel too dressy. This is my go-to for when I'm maybe going to out to dinner, or again to a bar, or just something a little bit nicer. It just makes you look like you put a lot of effort in. Another big staple for me recently has been sweaters with a fur detail to it. This one I found on Poshmark, but I was looking for a sweater just like this because I know I've seen it before. I know it exists, where the entire thing is a stretchy ribbed sweater, and then it just has panels of fur. This one I got for literally $20, which is amazing, and it was in perfect condition. You really need to look at the fur on here because a lot of times it can be dry rotted, and I mean, I'm sure you've seen fur at the thrift store that just is in absolutely horrible condition, especially if it's faux fur as well. It's just matted and disgusting, and I hate that feeling. And it literally looks like this person never even wore this before. I did buy another color of this because I loved it so much, and it was fully dry rotted, and it was 3 times the price of this one. So really just pay attention to that. I like this because I'm not really a person that gets very dressy and does very loud sorts of outfits. And for some reason I feel fur seems such a loud statement to me. It almost feels a little bit too much. Although I still am on the hunt for my perfect fur coat or fur jacket. But this is such a wearable version of it where I can still partake in wearing fur and kind of feeling luxurious, but it's still casual in the sense that it's just a zip up cardigan. The rest of it is very just stretchy, comfortable rib. And then you still have this little accent of fur. I do zipping it up to the top. I've also worn this out to a bar as well, this with little skirt, and it did look casually comfy but also dressy. Just fur inherently looks pretty dressy. It is one of my go-to sweaters. I also got this on Depop as well. So this one again is a really similar deal where it's that rib knit material, and it's a zip up, but it has this big fur collar, which I love, although I don't usually love this beige-ish tone on me. The fur really makes up for it in the vibe. So it just has that kind of fur line defined look, which I really like. And again, like right here, it looks very dressy and put together, but the rest of it is so comfortable. And again, with my outerwear, like I need it to be comfortable. I need it to be like no restriction in my arms and my back. I do love the color of this fur, although I'm not obsessed with the color of the rest of the sweater. Genuinely, the fur makes up for it, and I love the way that looks. Departing from outerwear for a little bit, this is my go-to layering thing. I'm sure you've seen these everywhere. The Intimissimi like cashmere modal boat neck tops. I bought my black and my red one years ago, and I've worn it countless times since. They're great for layering because they're so thin, also great wearing by themselves, and these are a great option for the girls who want to go to a bar or like a dinner and look nice but still feel pretty warm. These are super thin, but they keep me fairly warm, I would say. I have black and red, and then I recently got the gray, which are like my 3 favorite colors to wear. I just need a blue one and a white one, and I think that would be complete because those are genuinely the only colors that I wear. They're quite expensive, but my cost per wear, like I wear these all the time, like at least once a week. They're kind of a no-brainer, and they're really obviously great to wear underneath any of the jackets that I'm going to mention. I, for the most part, will have this underneath. And yeah, they just feel super great. I love anything with that kind of cashmere feel. I don't really have full cashmere money, but I love like the cashmere feel. Another piece I feel like that's been really big this year, I mean, obviously it's big every year, but I feel like especially this year, so many of my friends and I have been buying and wearing like really long trench coats. And it's great because it's such an accessible thing to find. I feel like everyone needs one trench coat in their life. We do get a good amount of rain in the winter and the spring. So this is a great one. I love how thin this material is, especially because, again, I don't really need it to be super thick, and the thinness really makes it so that I can wear it all throughout the year. And I got this online, but it's originally from Old Navy, so it's not like a super expensive coat, but it's perfect for me. It is a little bit too oversized, but I still really like it. And I was looking for one that was very thin, so it just kind of looked a little bit more casual. Again, with me, like liking things that look and feel like casual and kind of just like effortless. I do like this because I love trenches that go basically all the way to the floor. I don't really love a short trench coat. So this one goes like basically to my ankles, and I do like the classic sort of like trench color, although I would love to find one like this in black as well. I think because of how oversized it is, it's just like, oh, I just threw this on, like just running out the door, like going to my office job or something. I don't know, like that's the kind of vibe and fantasy that it's giving me. When I first bought this was genuinely the only jacket that I wore because it obviously doesn't keep you super warm, but it kept me warm enough. I love wearing it with like skirts and dresses specifically. I personally don't like wearing the trench button to the top. I think it looks kind of funny on me, especially because it is so oversized, but just kind of having it cascade and open is the vibe that I like for it. And I really like this. Once you start wearing a trench, it's so comfortable. Like, I don't want to wear any other jackets, and it really is possible to find one that really works for you. If it's colder, you can get like a full like lined thick trench coat, or again, if you're from like SoCal, you can get a super thin one. This is kind of like a no-brainer because, you know, what other pants are you really going to wear during the winter? But again, with these cotton on baggy jeans, these are the low-rise straight jeans. These are like my dark wash pair. I have a light wash pair as well, but I love these because these are truly low-waisted and they're genuinely baggy and just really, really comfortable. Again, for the winter, I don't like having many things tight onto my body. And if I'm wearing just like a sweater or a jacket, pairing it with just like some low-rise baggy pants, I feel like it's just like the most ideal look. So I've been wearing these damn near every single day. They're my favorite jeans. I have them in 2 colors and I want to get them in more. My outfit has just been an undershirt, a cute jacket, and then this pair of baggy jeans. Winter is just my time to feel like nothing's constricting me. Everything is comfortable. I forget that I have a body. It's great. As for something a little bit lighter, just because it's winter doesn't mean that you have to stop wearing color, although I might not be the best person to say that because most of my closet is black, white, and gray. I did recently dye my hair blue. I love the color blue. These are like my go-to like sweaters when I don't need to bundle up too much. This is also a great like layering piece as well. Like I have worn these little sweaters, putting like a trench coat on top of it or putting like a bigger jacket on top of it, and that is also really cute. But also on days that it isn't too cold, I'll just wear this as a shirt paired with like a little cami underneath or something, and I just love it. I love how bright the colors are. It just really like brightens up your mood. Although a lot of my closet is black, white, and gray, I am a really big proponent for wearing more color in your life. This one I got for Christmas last year, and it's like the most perfect cobalt blue knit cardigan. Like I'm so in love with this. This is one of my favorite colors to wear. And again, I love wearing this with just one button. If I have no idea of what else to wear, I'll just wear a little sweater like this. And then this one is definitely a lighter weight one. I thrifted this recently, but I love this like turquoisey color. It's one of my favorite colors to wear as well. And it almost feels like we're in summer. A really beautiful color, and every time I wear it, I get greatly complimented, which is always a great validating feeling. Just like such a fun, bright color to incorporate. Another thing that I always pull out during the winter is this purse, and I got this at the flea market, and I wore it for such a long time. It is kind of fragile. I'm a little bit scared of wearing it too much because it's hanging on by this kind of buckle closure, and like this could very easily like rip when my bag is too heavy. But I do love this strap, so I'm a little bit sad about that. But it's this gorgeous furry bag. It has these like brass little studs all over it. I do love all the detailing. You can like hang a bunch of stuff from these. This reminds me a lot of my black fur sweater that I showed you earlier. It just has like little panels of fur, and the rest of it is a suede, which I feel like suede is such a beautiful fabric for the fall and winter. I really want more suede bags because I feel like everything I have is leather. This is a bag I could really only feel comfortable wearing during the cold weather because again, it's like a fur bag. This is a great way to kind of dress up your look. You're definitely out there at the thrift and online secondhand. So yeah, I'm honestly in the market for more fur bags. My friend gave me this Monchichi a long time ago that I added because I liked how he matched all the fur on here. If you haven't thought about getting a fur bag, think about it. Great addition to your winter wardrobe. On days you kind of just want to feel comfortable, be a little bit bummy, my go-to is wearing knit hoodies. I know like the urge to just wear an actual hoodie is so strong. Like you just want to throw something on, but instead of just throwing on the normal hoodie, I say throw on a knit version. She was actually the blueprint for me. I've had this one for years. This adorable Unif gray cropped sweater hoodie. I absolutely love it. I still wear it a lot. The only problem with it is that it is quite cropped. This was like the era where everything was super cropped. I mean, I still think it looks really cute. It's like the perfect color of gray for me. I love it so much. It has this like little pocket detailing on the sleeve, obviously a little pom-pom, like there's just like a lot of fun details, but it just looks a little bit more elevated, which I love things like that. Same with this one. This is a new one that I got from Gap. It's like, again, everything that I would want to grab for. The only difference is that it's made out of this like knit sweater material. I believe it's like a cashmere blend, and I just think this looks a million times better on me than a normal hoodie does. I just think it's like the type of material. I think it's infinitely more comfortable because it has that like really soft knit. It's not scratchy at all. It's like quite the opposite. And again, if you needed a hoodie, this has a giant hoodie. I just love this so much. I really don't think I even need any other normal hoodies anymore because this like does everything I need it to. It's so nice and warm and cozy. And again, with the navy color, clearly it's like my favorite. Consider switching out your normal hoodies for a little more of an upgraded one. I swear to you, it is so worth it. And I wear that one all the time when I'm just like running out of the house even. This might seem like a duh, of course, like fuzzy scarves for the winter, like revolutionary. Yes, I agree. But also like when you have these like fuzzy scarves, like consider getting them in really, really fun colors. Again, with the concept of like, just because it's winter doesn't mean you can't have fun with prints and colors and patterns and making things really exciting to wear. I feel like if I'm wearing a scarf, it's going to be the focal point of the entire outfit. Like I'm wearing a very boring outfit and this just brings all of the color that I need. On a really cold night, when I was watching a late night AMC movie, I wore it like this, like as a hood, and it gave me every winter fantasy that I didn't know I was needing. The actual like hooded moment was so fun. This one is more of my everyday kind of scarf. This one is definitely like some sort of cashmere. It feels so nice, and I got such a good deal on it at like a vintage store. But this is like my perfect scarf. Again, with these colors, like this turquoise and this navy, like those are my favorite colors to wear. I can wear this a little bit more casually. I can wear this like into the spring because it really is super thin. It's not super long. This is more of like an accessory, like a fashion piece, wearing this as the focal point of the outfit. So yeah, I love this one. This one's a little bit more practical for my life. An accessory that I feel like especially Californians forget about, but it can really be such a cute addition to your outfit. Last but not least is a closet staple in general of mine. If I ever do a video of like items in my closet that I can't live without, she will probably be included. I wear this military liner more than most jackets in my collection because this is such an all year round piece. This has kind of been a thing for years. You know, like it has like the like open sort of armpit, like it's a full just like military liner. But it really does work. It is so thin, but it really does keep you warm. I don't really have anything in this like army greenish color. I love how like open and big the sleeves are and the whole thing. It just feels like you're barely even wearing anything, but it does keep you warm. And I just love that, again, with me not really liking to feel constricted by my jackets. I wear this all the time. Like, truly great construction. It really stands the test of time, and this is a true vintage one. I know a lot of modern brands make ones like this too, but this is a closet staple for me. Always, always, always. But yeah, that is everything. Those are all of my favorite pieces for the winter time and for colder weather. I hope you enjoyed. Sometimes I find it a little bit hard to dress myself during the winter because I'm not really used to having to do it, but these pieces all make me super excited to get dressed. And I kind of don't want winter to end because I want to continue wearing all this stuff. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.